Everyone, this is Brian from FHIR, and today I want to show a quick demo of some of the progress we made in terms of a very preliminary implementation of the smart health links. I'm not going to go into too much explanation of what that is. I'll actually just point you to this link here, which is the Smart Health Cards and Smart Health Links FHIR IG. And just in short, you can use it for a lot of different things, but the main idea is being able to provide the patient a way to share data with different folks, like their healthcare providers, their family, friends, and caregivers. And it could even be things like sharing information to a school for your kids' vaccination records. So I'm on FHIR, and the whole goal of this is, just as a reminder, number one, make it easy to centralize all the information into a single app. And then number two, layer AI in to help manage all of that data, the forms, the administrative burden. And part of this Smart Health Link implementation is to help into the sharing aspect, because there's a lot of times when we have to share information for the people we take care of, our patients, and our loved ones. So this is what Smart Health Links accomplish. So what I'm going to do, I have a short demo. It's live. You can try it out now. All of the data is fake, of course, as this is still a very preliminary implementation. But in general, I have a couple of pieces here I want to share, and pun intended. Who are you sharing with? That's the very first thing. And what's nice about here is from like a patient caregiver perspective, we help choose some of these defaults. So if you're sharing with appointments, like you have an appointment coming up, you want them to have your information beforehand, you can do this. You're sharing with a family member or caregiver perhaps, you probably want them to have all the information so they can help manage it. And then maybe let's say it's for a school and you want to share your kids' immunization records. So these are all preset for you, but you can always click additional things if you want to override it or reset back to these recommendations. These are not realistic examples. These are just things I was putting in to kind of test the functionality, but this makes it a one-click way to easily toggle different things to pre-select all the sharing configurations that may be expected. But in any case, down here, these data domains right here mirror those in the International Patient Summary, which is like more or less the consensus of what are the types of data everyone needs when taking care of a patient, and these are the ones here. I'll very likely expand beyond this, but for a kind of small MVP, this is the ones I will use. And then over here to the right are some of your security stuff. So you can set short expiry times on the link that you're sharing, because you don't want to accidentally share sensitive information out there. So you can set different things here. You can opt to select the passcode if you want. So if you share a link, let's say with a family member or with your doctor, you can also generate a passcode that's attached to it, and that link can float around, but people can't actually open it unless they have the passcode. That's what that's for. And then once you do it, you can create this secure link to generate this link down here. So it shares the time it expires. Here's the link, a short, nice link that you can simply just copy. And I'm going to just click on this. And what it does right now is it opens it to a viewer. I know it looks very ugly. I'm going to convert this to a smart health card later, which looks exactly like a card that presents information about what you're sharing. But right now it's all in FHIR. So right now you can see, again, fake data. It's a bundle resource with patient, their meds, allergy intolerance, conditions, observations, things like that. And this mirrors exactly what you saw over here, which is on the right, demographics, meds, allergies, conditions, and results. Now, if we did this for like family, all of that data will be presented in that health link. So that's here. And this is a open source software from Common Health that allows you to just simply view all this information in the browser. So if you're at a healthcare clinic, a provider, or a healthcare giver, and they don't have your information handy or software that can process it, they can use this. And my software, FHIR currently, will automatically direct you to this link so you can see it. Again, I will change this later to a smart health card so it's much easier to view. But it's all in valid FHIR format. Something else I want to show on the bottom right over here is, let me create this new share link, which is family. And there's this debug tab. And just for those nerds out there, Uh, the implementation of this is pretty interesting. It was actually very similar to the patient scheduling links for the most part. Well, not for the most part, in some degree. So it was kind of fun to implement since I was working on the scheduling stuff for a little bit. What we do is we basically have a common way of creating these smart links. So this is the actual link over here. It's encrypted. And then I shortened this link so make it a lot easier for users to this small one over here. When users hit this link, it will redirect to the actual link. And when this link is decrypted, it will provide this payload. This payload has a URL to this manifest. You don't have to implement a manifest, but if you want to, it will have a link to the manifest. And then when that is the case, the downstream recipient of the link will have to know how to decode the manifest, because what they'll do is it will direct them to this link. And if I go here, it will actually show you the manifest file and then the location of one or more files. So the file, I just have one bundle that you saw earlier, is over here. And then when the recipient navigates to that, it will then show the payload of all those FHIR resources over here. That's kind of how it works in a nutshell. It's pretty interesting. Like, this is my first time doing a lot of like encryption, decryption, and like redirecting type of work. So it's been really fascinating. But anyways, just sharing a short progress. Let me know what you think. Pretty excited to work on this, as I think this is going to be really key. And if you've been paying attention at all to any regulations coming out, public policy, smart links and smart cards are going to be a big part of what's coming up. So I'm excited for this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.